This video focuses on how to work with ring gears. In some cases, the preferred tools are not available, so we're demonstrating alternative methods that could help. Never use an impact to remove a bolt if the thread direction is unknown. Most bolts are right-handed, running clockwise. Reverse threads are left-handed, running counterclockwise. Some automotive applications use reverse threads for their ring gears. Call an experienced drivetrain specialist for advice before proceeding when unsure. Make sure the differential case is sitting on a rubber mat or a soft material to protect the ring gear. Ring gears are hardened metal components. Sudden impact with harder metal or concrete surfaces will chip the gear. Remove the ring gear bolts. More than likely, the ring gear is going to remain suspended from the interference fit. With some gear sets, the ring gear will extend past the lip of the differential case's seating. Walk a dead blow around the ring gear's edge, tapping it free. If the ring gear's edge aligns too close to the seating's edge, the punch can be used through the ring gear bolt holes to achieve the same effect. If a hydraulic press is available, remove all but 3 or 4 bolts. These remaining bolts should be loosened, but still threaded by a few threads. Place the differential case in the press with the teeth side up. Use a flat adapter that sits on the differential journal without touching the bearing. The differential case will be pressed off the ring gear, but will catch. Transfer the differential case to a padded workbench to remove the final bolts and ring gear. Before putting a ring gear on, clean the ring gear and differential case. The seating surfaces need to be free of grit and burrs, so with new or old components, lightly go over the seating surfaces with a flat file. Place some thread locker on the ring gear bolts. Lift the ring gear up around the differential case and balance it under the seating surface. Secure the bolts and tighten a few threads by hand. Do not fully tighten the bolts yet. Ring gears have an interference fit with differential cases. Occasionally, there's a slip fit that will go on easily, but in general, they're designed to have this friction to form a stronger fastening. The best way to fit the gear evenly is with a hydraulic press. Place the ring gear on some soft planks to protect the teeth. Pick a flat adapter piece that'll sit on the differential case journal without touching the bearing. Once the ring gear has been pressed into place, the bolts can be tightened and torqued to the manufacturer's specifications. When lacking a shot press, thermal expansion is the best way to overcome the interference fit. The ring gear goes into an oven for 15 to 30 minutes at its highest temperature setting. The ring gear heats up, expanding its diameter. Always use heat protective gear when working with hot metals. Time is of the essence once the ring gear is removed from the heat, so have the workbench prepped before retrieving it from the oven. The key to this method is fully securing 3 to 4 bolts while the ring gear is still hot. As the metals return to room temperature, the components will return to size until they interfere. Once cooled, use thread locker on the remaining bolts before tightening and torquing. Only then, remove the original bolts to apply thread locker before tightening and torquing as well. Then, there's the method that is never recommended for a ring gear installation because there's so much that can go wrong, but we see it happen all the time, pulling the ring gear on with an impact. This can fatigue, break, fracture, or strip the threads on the bolt, or even worse, the ring gear itself. We can't stop anyone from choosing this method, but if you insist on using an impact, we cannot stress enough to take your time. Get all the bolts threaded by hand before slowly and evenly work the gear into place with half-second bursts, alternating all bolts evenly in a star pattern. This method is inexact and prone to human error. Double check all bolts for any that did not fully seat. And always, finish with a final torque check using a torque wrench. It is important to get this process performed properly to improve the quality of installation and life of the ring gear. An uneven seating will alter the ring gear's backlash and tooth mesh to the pinion. Incorrect torque can cause premature gear wear, failure, and unsafe operating conditions.
If this helped you or you learned something new, tap that like button. And don't forget, we want to hear from you. What steps do you want to see broken down in detail? Which steps are difficult to replicate with your setup? And make sure you're subscribed to stay notified about the next fun project in the Rear Wheel Performance Garage.